Hello, it's me, Sheila Truelove, and I want to say thank you for coming back to my channel. Welcome back. And today I want to talk about, is it really love that we have felt for the narcissist that we were with? I was reading something from Slim Fatty, and it really made me start to think, was it really love that we felt when we were dealing with these narcissists? Because sometimes you're not in love with the person you're chasing or the narc, but you're just chasing them, or you felt that it was love because of your insecurities or your need for approval or acceptance, or for your inability to accept rejection. So, what I want to discuss right now is the things that people confuse with love. Is it really love? So, one thing I was reading, uh, is it love, or is it because they can't handle rejection? The person they're chasing may have rejected them and they can't handle it. They became obsessed with trying to get this person to like them. They're not in love with the person they're chasing. They just want that person to accept them and say that they're good enough. They're not chasing this person because they want to, I don't know, marry them, or they see them as marriage material. They're just chasing them to get them to to accept them. And then let's look at the other factor that it may be. Could it be lust? This person is addicted to the sex that they're getting from their narc, or the narcissist they're dealing with, or their ex-narc. Or they're in love with someone's looks. Maybe it's the way the narc looks. If you ask this person to write down a list of things that they love about this narc that they're chasing, would what would be at the top of their list? Would it be the sex? Would it be because of the way they treated you? Would it be because the way they made you feel? You know? What would be at the top of your list? And would your list contain a lot of things that deal with the physical aspect of the relationship instead of the emotional aspect of the relationship? This person doesn't want to marry the person they're chasing. They just like spending time with them and having sex with them. Or they're in love with the person's looks, but they dislike the person's personality, their lifestyle, or other characteristics. Basically, they only like the person's looks or sex, and that's about it. Because when we think about the way the narcissists have treated us, is it love that we really felt for them? Or is it one of these five things that we're discussing here today? Uh, could it be that you are addicted to chasing people that you can't have? Chasing someone and trying to win them over is addicting. It can be. They're constantly thinking of ways to win someone over, but deep down inside, they're not interested in them. They're just addicted to the chase. If the person they're chasing asks them to marry them, or, um, you know, uh, really consider them as a mate, would they be interested in them anymore? Because the challenge would be over. The chaser ignores people who are easy to catch, and they chase people who are hard to get. But once they catch them, they lose interest in them. Could that be it with you and the narc? The chaser doesn't want to marry the person they're chasing. They're just chasing them because they can't have them, and they're addicted to the challenge. A lot of times, this could be a reason. And the next reason it could be opposed rather than love is, are they seeking approval? They want the person they're chasing to say that they're good enough. When they don't get someone's approval, they think they're not good enough. This person is addicted to seeking someone's approval. They will do anything, put up with anything, to prove that they're good enough for someone. They base their self-worth and their self-esteem on someone else's opinion of them. If they get someone's approval, it means that they're good enough. If they don't get someone's approval, it means that they're not good enough. Could that be you? This person doesn't know who they are unless someone tells them who they are. They always look at themselves through someone else's eyes. Are you the type of person that think you're in love with this person that you're chasing, but you're just seeking that person's approval in order to feel good about yourself? When they win someone's approval, they feel like they're on top of the world. If they don't win someone's approval, they think something is wrong with them. They hate feeling like something is wrong with them, so they become obsessed with trying to prove themselves to people. They're constantly thinking of ways that they can get someone to like them or approve of them. They think they're in love with the person that they're chasing because that person is always on their mind. But the reason that person is always on their mind is because they're constantly thinking of ways to get their approval, not because they're in love with them. Basically, they confuse the constant obsession for approval with love. This person they need to stop basing their worth on someone else's opinion of them. If you need someone else's approval just to feel good about yourself, that's what is considered to having low self-esteem. And you don't know who you are. When you know your worth and you know who you are, you don't chase people just to gain their approval. If you're chasing people that act like you're not good enough for them, you are seeking their approval, and it's not love. Another reason, it could be that they're lonely and they want company. They're not in love with the person they're chasing, they're just lonely, and they want the person's company. This type of person doesn't want to marry the person they're chasing, they just want someone to spend time with. Once they find someone else to hang out with them, or someone else they could spend time with, they won't even think about that person anymore. Are you chasing them because you're lonely or because you want to marry them? Don't confuse caring about your ex, narc, and missing their company with being in love with them. Now, if you fit the above descriptions, you're not in love with them. You're just chasing them to fix issues that you have within yourself, your self-esteem, your self-image, and your self-worth. If you fit the above description, you might care about them and you may like having them around, but you're definitely not in love with them. So this is something that we each need to consider. Was it love that we were feeling with these narcs? Or was it something that was broken within us, something emotional that we needed to focus on fixing? Anyway, this is Sheila True Love, truly loving you, and you always have a choice. Choose wisely. Until next time, bye for now.